Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow Industrials finish down 420, NASDAQ off 92, S&P's down 36. Now let's go over to our man, Mr. Chris Gaffney. Chris, folks, is the president of EverBank World Markets. You can come over to our website at TFNN. You can hit the banner right there, EverBank banner, or you can just go to everbank.com/TFNN. I'm sure you've heard of Chris on this network many times. We are going to talk out here today. We're going to talk about the Petrol Currency Market Safe CD. We've been talking about market safe CDs for a while. You know that EverBank is on the forefront of great products that are basically principal guaranteed, which is just amazing when you take a look at how they put these products together. Chris Gaffney, welcome back to TFNN.
Thanks. It's always a pleasure to be with you guys, and it's really exciting today that, you know, this is the first day of our offering period for the Petrol Currencies Market Safe CD.
Yes, it was great timing. There's no doubt about it. So first let's talk about what actually is inside the Petrol Currency Market Safe CD, and how does the Market Safe CD work, Chris?
Yeah, all of our market safe CDs are designed with principal protection. So no matter what happens, your principal is protected. This market safe CD is designed around 4 currencies, and of course with the name the Petrol Currencies, they are 4 of the largest oil producing non-OPEC countries: Brazil, Canada, Mexico, and Russia. So we've combined those 4 currencies into this CD. The upside payment is going to be based off the performance of those 4 currencies over the 3-year life of the CD. So the CD has a 3-year term.
Yes.
In addition to that upside, though, we're going to use two times leverage. So no matter what happens when those currencies move, if they move up in value over the 3 years, we're going to multiply that return by 2, and that's what's going to be paid out on the CD. So it's a 200% leverage factor.
Now, folks, you know, you can just go to everbank.com/TFNN. You're going to see there's all the information's on it. There's a great video that Chris did on it also. Now, are there going to be resets on these two, Chris, or is this going the whole way?
No, it's what we call a point-to-point structure.
Okay.
So we'll take the price of the currencies at the beginning of the CD, and then we'll compare that to the price of the currencies at the end of the CD, and it's that return. They're equally weighted, so each 4 of them has an equal weighting. And then again, we're going to take that currency return, multiply it by 2, and that's going to be the return on the CD. The minimum, as with all of our market safe CDs, is just $1,500, so it's designed for the retail investor, and it is IRA eligible. In fact, it's I think a great product for IRAs in that, you know, you get that principal protection. You have an unlimited upside because there's no cap on the upside. So you really have an unlimited upside with a principal protection, which is perfect for those retirement accounts.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Now, when we're talking, it starts today. The program starts today. The issue date, I believe, is going to be May 7th, and then the value date is going to be May 3rd. Can you just explain how those dates work?
Sure. So yeah, we have what we call a funding period on these market safes.
Yes.
So we have a period where we're collecting investors' interest in the initial deposits, and then we're going to set a initial pricing date. That initial value date is May 3rd, and then we'll have an issue date. Well, the actual CD will be issued on May 7th. So that's the day the CD will be issued. On the final dates, on May 3rd of 2021, we're going to have the final valuation, and then the maturity of the CD is going to be May 5th of 2021. So it is a point-to-point pricing. We do have because it's a limited time offering, there is a funding deadline of April 19th. So if you're interested in getting involved, it is best to get going now on getting the account opened up and getting the funds in, because it is a funding deadline of April 19th.
And you know what's amazing here? I mean, we've been talking about this for a while. You know, the dollar has been going down, bottom line, since January of 2017. So it's also a great way, basically.
To play the.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not really, you're not buying oil here. We call it the petrol currency CD because all of these countries have economies that are large exporters of oil. But we're not buying oil. You're not investing into oil. You're investing into currencies. And as you suggest, we've seen a change in the trend in the dollar.
Yes.
We've coming out of a 5 to 7 year dollar strong trend, and now we're starting to see that dollar start to turn, and it's been weaker. In fact, it started to weaken in 2016. In 2017, pretty much across the board, the dollar was down versus just about every currency.
Sure.
And so far this year, it started to weaken also.
And, when you just look at these, I just pulled up the Mexican peso and the Canadian dollar for a second. The bottom line is that they've got dramatically stronger, of course, as our dollar gets weaker. The Mexican peso, if I look at this, back in, just pull it.
It got hit hard right after the election. So in November of 2016, it was down pretty much. But, it had a good year last year.
It did. It was huge. And right now you're 18.84 to the U.S. dollar. You take a look at the Canadian dollar. That Canadian dollar out here, let's see what she's running at. This is running at right now, 128.
So these are currency. It's a way to play those currencies versus the dollar, and also again, the reason we think that petrol currencies are going to do well is because of the global growth. I know we had a little hiccup today on the equity markets because of some of Trump coming out and saying he's going to put some tariffs on some of the goods, and investors are a little worried about a trade war and also on the interest rate direction. But overall, we're seeing higher global growth. IMF just came out and said, the growth is going to be the highest in 7 years. Oil fuels global growth. Oil is the fuel of global growth. So as the globe increases, growth increases, it should benefit these four commodity-based currencies.
And so just to recap, so let's say that we put them all together. We do the 3-year deal. The currencies go up 3%. Inside of this, because you're doing double leverage, the client would get 6% hypothetically if that went up 3%. That's correct?
That's exactly right.
And then the principal is totally protected. Let's say we go the other way. You get down 3%. Yep. Bottom line, you get an IRA, you put your money in, you're going to get 100% back in the principal.
That is exactly correct, and that's the important thing is return of principal in addition to return on principal. So
amazing. I'm telling you, these products are so cool, man. They just really are. And I was at the Traders Expo and I got some good feedback last weekend.
Super.
Yeah, So listen, folks, the way that you get more information, come over to our website at TFNN. You just hit the Everbank banner. You can go right to everbank.com/TFNN. All the information is right there, and of course, each and every day we'll let you know just how you can get over to Everbank, get these products. So you get a 3-year term, you get 2 times leverage, you have 4 currencies, you get 100% principal protected. Chris, you have a great one, a safe one. We love these products. Thank you so much for coming on. Of course, we look forward to having you on again.
You bet. Thanks.
Thank you. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.